all fallen into its trap at one time or another. Look at this definition. Feel or cause to feel anxious or troubled about actual or potential problems. What I found very interesting in this definition is the phrase potential problems. One day I began to prayerfully think on the topic of worry, and this is what I discovered. Worry is born out of fear. We become fearful over a situation and then worry about how we're going to deal with it. Most times we feel fearful or anxious about a particular situation and then anticipate what we think might happen. What if this, or what if that? The more we what if, the more we feed the thought of worry and the more fearful we'll feel. But actually, that which we perceived often does not materialize. All that worrying for nothing. Why fearful? Simply because we don't have an immediate solution to our challenge. Quite often, we don't want to admit that we are fearful. And quite often, we react to this hidden fear by lashing out, not realizing that at the base of our action is fear. You're aware of the saying, attack is the best form of defense? When we find ourselves in a place of anxiety and fear, our thoughts are totally consuming us. Our whole focus has moved to a concentrated point. Attempts to distract ourselves with lighter thoughts or some form of entertainment may work for a short time, but then we soon find ourselves back into the darkness. Does this sound like a place that the Lord would want us to be in? No, not as far as I understand. Worry is an extremely powerful emotion because of its capability to consume and trap us in a small mental confinement. Once we're in that place, we feel negative, not wanting to do anything, physically or emotionally. The last thing we feel like doing is praying or speaking to God. You know what I mean? Notice that the worry war takes place in our minds. Our mind is very powerful and able to turn thoughts into reality. We're fed by thoughts delivered to us by the evil one. He would want us in a place of confusion and fear, always. Remember, fear does not come from God. The words "fear not" appear a great many times in the Word. The remedy for this problem is to renew our minds. The Word tells us to be renewed in the spirit of our minds, and also to be transformed by the renewing of our minds. So, how do we renew our minds? We stay as much as possible in the place where we can find positive food for our thoughts. Paul tells us in the book of Philippians, "Finally, brethren, whatever is true, whatever is honorable, whatever is right, whatever is pure, whatever is lovely, whatever is of good repute, if there is any excellence and if anything worthy of praise, dwell on these things." Let's look at these 2 points and be practical about our worry. Firstly, is our worry self-inflicted? Are we doing something in our lives which is not in line with godly principles? In this case, we need to change direction and we will feel a result. Secondly, give the worry over to God is a solution we hear often. Yes, give the worry over to the Lord and leave it there by filling our minds with thoughts of Him, finding Him in His Word, finding Him in fellowship with other believers, and finding Him in prayer. Excessive worry can make us ill. So let's not allow the thoughts of unnecessary worry to cause us to become unhealthy. Let God renew our minds by the power of His Spirit through His Word, so that we can truly feel the peace He has already poured out into our lives. What a blessing it is for me to have spent this time with you. Thanks so much, and be blessed until we meet with the Master again.